So, hello book nerds, welcome back to In Between the Lines. If you're new here, hello, my name is Noah. And the past day slash night, I've basically, I've read It's Me, Charlie. So you don't have to, because you don't want to. Not because it's like extreme horror. That there is a moment which you may laugh at, which is recorded. So you're going to see little bits and clips of me reading and my thoughts and responses and facial expressions to them. And then we're going to have the review right at the end of where I talk about the story, the characters very loosely. Isn't that right, Peanut A? And story slash plot and all the other things that I normally talk about when I do reviews. So let's just get into it, and I'll see you at the end. That's really disgusting. So Charlie is basically talking about his mum had cats and they would basically wee on everything, so his clothes always smelled like cat wee. But he says basically, I had a rough time in middle school, but once I got to high school I made sure to get rid of the cats. She thought they got out and ran away. I enjoyed the popping sound their necks made when you pull on it hard enough. That's disgusting. That's an avid animal lover, I mean, that's not extreme, it's not extreme itself. But just the thought and notion that someone wrote that down is a bit... You know, it's not good when Charlie the stalker is looking at a picture of this author. And it literally says, I imagine she's watching me as I pull my sweaty dick out. I ignore the yeasty smell as I pump away. You know, it's really cringy when they say they've got a favourite book and they've tagged and highlighted it, which is all cool because obviously we do the same sort of thing. But it's the fact that he says, I've even practiced some of the dialogue in the mirror. Like, that is really, really creepy and cheesy and makes me die on the inside. There's also like punctuation errors all through this as well. You know what it is? It's when people try to be dominating and they think just by saying certain things and words in a public place, like it's a good thing. Like I said, keep the change, not be a good girl and listen, as they storm at the building trying to be in control. No. Wrong. Bad. Apparently that's all they need, because now they have a big smile on their face and they think, yes, I'm in control. I can't wait to kidnap this person so we can live together. Good times. No. Why is it spit? That's my question. Why is it spit? Why? It's 15 minutes past midnight. I'm gonna call it here. I know it's a short book, but it's something. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna finish the rest tomorrow. I need to sleep and I don't want to dream of this, so I'm gonna go put some YouTube on and try and forget about the past few pages I've read. It's been a few hours since we last read. Sleep was alright, back's still hurting, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna continue with this and just hopefully breeze through it. This genuinely makes me like question so much. Will I ever trust anyone to come into my home again if something like this happens? He just cut out the electric, cut the wire for the electric, and knocked on the door after a few minutes and was like, yo, I'm here to check. Because he works with like internet people, I don't know, sorting, like fitting them and installing modems and whatever, mabobs, whatever you want to call it. And he's basically cut Jesse's wire, who is an author who he's obsessed with, and lied to. She doesn't know. Cut the wire, knocked on after 15 minutes in his work van, is like, yo, there's been a power outage, I'm trying to find the source, can I come in and check your modem? And she's let him in, and now he's just chloroformed her. And now he's gone around to collect things in her home to take back to his with her. Wow, okay. Basically, it says, I may have taken her against her will, but I am no rapist. I love this woman, and by the end of tomorrow, she will love me too. Pretty sure that's not how that works. Also, we're only halfway through the book right now. Even though it's such a small book, and when I'm reading with all the spell mistakes and punctuation mistakes, it's dragging so much. So much. And this is the mildest one, apparently, from the few that I've got, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway. Oh god. That was genuine. That is absolutely disgusting. He had a cup of spit that he saved for her that also had food in it from like when he was eating chocolate because he thought he might like taste. But basically, he into the cup, but it sat on top. It didn't mix with the saliva. His little children, and he forced the gag onto her mouth to keep it open and poured it into her mouth, and then she threw up and started choking. I don't do good with that sort of stuff. So she accidentally urinated on the floor because she was locked in the bedroom with him. And she cried and she apologised for it. I wouldn't have apologised for it. But he's like, no, I love you. This isn't going to make me not love you. And he gets on his knees, puckers his lips and sucks up her urine. The acidic taste coats my tongue and it's too bitter for my liking, but I need to show her I'll do anything for her. This just took a fucking turn. What? And it's over. Right. Okay. So reading this was an experience, okay? Okay. So, a little bit of info. This book, I paid £6.44 for, which I shouldn't have, because there's just so much wrong with this. Not only because spelling mistakes and grammar, punctuation, all that sort of stuff is wrong with it, but it's just genuinely a kind of, apart from a little gag moment, it's not very well done, it's not very well written. It's huge writing with spaces in between like this, just to kind of fill up the space. So basically, a lot of wasted space in this book. And it was published September 2022. So we're just going to go straight into this. So characters, we have Charlie, who is the stalker dude who did animal cruelty and did other things. He's basically kind of a little bit of a murderer who's slowly becoming a serial killer. Very psychotic, very psychopath tendencies for him. And then we have Jesse, who is the author who writes smut, monster smut, and other sort of stuff, so tentacles and all that sort of stuff. They're not an author full time, but they want to be. And that's kind of it for the characters. That's really all you get from them, because they're not like, even though things happen to them, they're not like the main thing. It's mainly all about Charlie, which is absolutely fine. Story, pretty much the blurb on the back says it all. You don't even need to read the book. Charlie is obsessive, a stalker of Jesse, and basically decides, women keep rejecting me because of how I was brought up. My mum taught me to be a gentleman, but you know what? That's not good enough. That does not work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to become the opposite of a gentleman, a cunt. And I'm going to go and stalk this person that I fall in love with because of their books, who will fall in love with me because I love them, and I will prove it to them, and I will do anything I possibly can. I will kidnap them, and I will force them to fall in love with me within a day. And that's the story of it. The plot, it's fast. It's 69 pages. There's, you know, I don't know how much you want there to be of a pushing for this, but there you go. World building. The world is pretty much Charlie's bedroom. It's messy, it's dirty and filthy. It stinks. He does not clean. He needs to have a wash. That's really it for world building. Re-readability. I'm not going to read this again. It was a waste of money. I wish I could get my money back for it. Fun factor. I mean, mainly fun factor for my reactions, but that's really it. Like, other than that, no. My rating for this is 1 star. Why is it 1 star? Well, let's see. Story's crap. Writing-ish poo. The spelling is atrocious. The grammar and punctuation all terribly wrong. Apparently it's even worse than the ebook version. So on the ebook version, the Kindle version, it's even worse. So there you go for that. Things that happen in this, you know what, yeah, it can be traumatic. I guess some of it can be classed as extreme horror. I was just really confused as to how it got from A to B, and then all of a sudden we were at Z. The ending in this is, you know what, the good thing about the ending is that it ends, and I didn't expect that sort of twist, so that was good. The ending was good. That's why it's 1 star. The only thing about this that is good is the ending. Let me know if you liked the style or the layout of this one, if I should do more of things like this. If not, I can go back to the original thing of how we do the reviews. But you let me know what you think, and stay awesome. If you have any recommendations, put them down below and I'll do what I can. Much love towards you, and make good decisions in life. I'm going to go now and ask Ven from Ven's Book Corner if they would like to burn this with me, because I genuinely want to. Cheers.
I've known and I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me.